Right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2021 Great South African Rugby Quiz. It's preliminaries recorded featuring our medical jokers. So, our medical jokers for our tournament is from left to right on your screen. We've got Gavin, the sports guru. We've got Xavier from Cape Town and the Brighton Miracle. Good evening, gents. How are you?
Yeah, good, man.
Everybody good. Right. So unfortunately, this presentation cannot afford Alma Smith to do a proper build up for us. So we are just going to get stuck into the swing of things. So just to recap, in Pool A for the 26th of May 2021, we've got William Solomon, Dylan Jack, our medical joker 1 or 2. So our top point scorer and our second place point scorer for this evening will join them in Pool A along with Keelan Creel. Pool B, we've got the yellow cap, Jean-André Huppert, Nico de Toey, JT and Basil Castle. Then coming up in July, we've got Pool C featuring Jacques de Blanche, Davin Beryl, Gerard Groenewald, Andre Giel, and our third place finisher for the evening. Following that up in August, we've got Pool D with JW Kutsia, The Running Fly Off, Sean Mack, Rugby Chats with Angus, and Bock and Roll. Right, so for this evening, our pool winners, they're going to advance to our grand final. Our pool runners up will advance to the plate final, and our plate final winner will join our four pool winners in the grand final in October. Then, in October, in our grand final, we will then crown the 2021 Great South African Rugby Quiz champion. And as mentioned before, on the line is a vintage Springbok jersey valued at 2,000 Rand for the winner. Right, so getting into it, our itinerary for the evening. Category 1, we're going to play Rugby World Cup, followed by Super Rugby, Currie Cup, Varsity Cup, Springboks, European Rugby, Tier 2, and Family Feud. So just to recap how this works, so each category will be covering the underlying tournament or theme with a unique game being played in each of those. So if you guys are ready, let's get into it. So our first game for the evening is going to be Category 1 Rugby World Cup. And our game that we're going to be playing is called Rugby Virginity because there's a first time for everything. So what this section is going to cover are those records that are meant to be broken. So an event happening for the first time can always set a precedent for more to follow. How well do you know when certain Rugby World Cup events happen for the first time? Gentlemen, ready? And let's get going. Right, question number 1. Name the first African nation to feature in a Rugby World Cup. 30 seconds, and then we'll move on to the next question.
I know I've entered mine very quickly, but we are allowed to change it if we do have a brainwave later.
Unfortunately, the system does not allow you to change.
Okay, I'm going to take my full 30 seconds.
Question number 2. Name the first venue to host 2 Rugby World Cup finals.
No, it's not this, but That one's gonna annoy me.
Question number 3. Name the first team to fail to score any points in a Rugby World Cup match.
Oh, this is a shot in the dark. Richard, is it Scotland bashing night tonight?
No. Speaking of the Scotland bashing, I think we had this conversation yesterday where it's probably time to just tone it down a bit, because if you actually realize, Scotland were 4 points away of a Grand Slam this year.
Yeah. Fair.
So give credit where credit is due. Question number 4. Name the first host nation to lose the opening match of a Rugby World Cup.
Ooh. When you say the opening, like the opening game, not their opening game.
The opening game of the World Cup, yes.
Sure.
Could get tripped up with that one.
Okay, question number 5. Name the first player to play in 4 consecutive Rugby World Cups.
Yeah, I thought you were going to take it easy on us.
I mean, all my answers are based on just rugby acumen, but yeah, it's a punt.
Right, so everybody lock in your answers. We've got 15 seconds before the system will close down. And everybody locked in. If not, unfortunately, we cannot take it. Let's get going. Right, so question number 1. Name the first African nation to feature in a Rugby World Cup. We've got Greg with Zimbabwe, Gavin with Rhodesia, which will count as Zimbabwe, and Xavier with the Ivory Coast. The correct answer there being 87 and 91, Zimbabwe. Question number 2. Name the first venue to host 2 Rugby World Cup finals. We've got Greg and Gavin with Twickenham, Xavier with Paris. The correct answer there being Eden Park in Auckland with the inaugural World Cup in 87, followed by the 2011 final. Right, first team to fail to score any points in a Rugby World Cup match. We've got Greg going with Scotland, Gavin with Japan, and Xavier with Uruguay. The correct answer there being 1995 Ivory Coast against Scotland. So, Greg, no Scotland bashing there. Scotland were the ones doing the bashing on the day.
Got half right.
Perfect. Right, name the first home nation to lose the opening match of a Rugby World Cup. We've got Greg with Japan, Gavin with Australia, and Xavier with England. The correct answer there being England as host nations in 1991, losing the opening game of their World Cup. Right, so we're moving on to question number 5. The first player to play in 4 consecutive Rugby World Cups. So we've got Greg with Jason Leonard, Gavin with Tim Moran, Xavier giving us Percy Montgomery there. Our correct answer there, Gareth Rees of Canada, who played consecutively from 87 to 99. a record that was then bettered by Brian Lima, who became the first to play in 5 World Cups. Right. So at the end of our first round, we've got everybody tied on 1 apiece. Gavin, the Brighton Miracle, and Xavier.
Oh, right. It's going to be a long night, boys.
Death, here we come.
Let's move on to our second category. We are playing Super Rugby, and our format that we are playing is called Who Wore Me? Right, so for those that haven't played it yet, we will give you a combination of previously worn jerseys. Can you name the teams responsible for wearing the following creations? Everybody ready? And let's get going. Question number 1. Who wore me?
I can't get into the... Oh, there we go.
It's definitely an alternate strip.
You said, Rich, you said all Super Rugby, hey?
All Super Rugby.
Staring at this like the answer's gonna jump at me.
Right, question number 3.
Goodness. Xavier, you look like I feel, mate.
I feel like I've got this one wrong before.
Deja vu.
Yeah, I'm getting that sense. I don't want to be in Williams' pool, so I'm happy to be Medical Joker 3.
Right, question number 4.
I mean, who else could it be? Jeepers.
I should have just stuck with one name for every answer. I hope you would have got 1 out of 5.
Yeah. It's a problem when you've seen no Adidas sponsored kit.
Right, question number 5. And yes, that was a Super Rugby jersey.
I actually recall seeing this one.
All locked in.
This one's going to annoy me.
Xavier, the trick here is not to dwell on it. Instinct, shoot from the hips. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to dwell on it.
right, guys. 15 seconds to lock in those answers.
Sorry.
Right, and the answers to follow. Okay, question number 1. Who wore me? So we've got Greg with the Cats, Gavin with the Cats, and Xavier with Auckland. The correct answer there, gentlemen,
Yes.
the Cats.
I saw the Nike sign. I was like, no, it can't be any Kiwi sides.
Right, question number 3. This
3,
one,
2.
we've got Greg with the Blues. We've got Gavin with the Highlanders and Xavier with the Brumbies. Greg, did you see any Canterbury logos there? Because correct answer there, the Blues.
Oh, no.
Sure, I'll take that.
Okay, question number 3. We've got Greg with the Chiefs, Gavin with the Brumbies, Xavier with the Waratahs. Our correct answer there being the Chiefs in 99. Right. Question number 4. We've got Greg with the Waratahs,
Oh, no, I'm wrong.
Gavin with the Blues, and Xavier with the Cats. Correct answer there, cleaning up again. The Brighton Miracle with the Waratahs.
Miracles do happen.
Okay, question number 5. We've got Greg with the Bulls, Gavin with the Chiefs, and Xavier with Auckland. That, in fact, 1999 Bulls.
No, well done, Greg.
Right.
Yes,
so
Greg.
cleaning up in that section, we've got Greg, the Brighton Miracle, leading with 6, Gavin on 2, and Xavier on 1, needing to play catch up to Greg. Right, our next category, moving on. As you can see in the background, we are focusing on the Currie Cup. Now, our game for this evening, the Gilbert or the Gaelic Rooster, which is our take on the chicken or the egg scenario. So, certain Currie Cup legends are synonymous with a particular union. However, someone else actually ended up giving them their first start. Can you identify the union that these legends got their start with? Okay. Are you ready? And let's get going. Right, question number 1. Kabamba Floors. And I see we have seemed to have lost the Brighton Miracle. Let's see if we can get him on.
Is he still playing?
I'm trying to see if we can get hold of him. Okay, question number 2, Francois Hougaard.
I'm seeing if he dropped a message.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if I can get through to him. We've got him back, it seems.
My laptop battery didn't account for the 40 minutes. Get it onto it.
Welcome back. Are you still logged in?
Yeah, still logged in. I got the first one already. Kabamba Floors, huh?
Yes. Number 2, we are on Francois Hougaard.
Sure.
Yes, I'm actually stumped with that one.
Okay, question number 3, Albert van der Berg.
Oh.
The good graces I got in the previous round are not going to translate.
Some hazarding, I guess. No, can't be that. We'll put that.
Okay, question number 4, with his image seem to have been disappeared right there in front of us. Etienne Botha.
Go back that one.
Okay, question number 5.
Oh, slap chips.
Peter Rousseau.
Oh, having a go another. Oh, I didn't think about them like this.
Right, 15 seconds, guys.
So I'm trying to reopen mine, but I guess it didn't. It's fine.
I like that the answers pop up on my phone first, so I can be upset before I see it on my computer.
I try to ignore my phone because I want to be upset at the right time.
Okay.
Just the right
Right,
amount of upset.
so our first question number 1. We've got
SWD.
Kabamba Flores, we've got Greg with the Leopards, Xavier and Gavin with the Eagles. The correct answer there being the SWD Eagles. Great, let's moving on. Question number 2. We've got the Fransche Hooghart, Greg with the Pumas, Xavier giving us Western Province, and Gavin giving us the Pumas. On point there, we've got Xavier with Western Province.
Nice.
Right, Albert van den Berg. So we've got Greg giving us Border, Xavier and Gavin both giving us Griquas. We can honestly say that at the end of the preliminaries, nobody was able to get this right, as Albert van den Berg played in the last season that the Vaal Triangle existed as a provincial union.
Wow.
Back in 1995.
Wow.
So he literally played in their last season before they were dissolved by the Falcon. So Etienne Botha. We've got Greg with Free State, Xavier with the Bulls, Gavin with the Pumas. The correct answer there, the Falcon.
Yeah.
Actually forming a center partnership with Adrian Jacobs in the 2001 Currie Cup season. And moving on to our last one, Peter Rousseau. We've got the Brighton Miracle with Boerland. We've got Gavin, our sports guru, with Boerland. Xavier with Transvaal. The correct answer there being Boerland. Having played 5 games for the Boerland Cavaliers before moving across to Western Province. Right,
All
so
five.
at the end of round 3, we've got Greg, the Brighton Miracle, still ahead on 7. Gavin on 4, Xavier on 3, having caught up a bit. Right, so moving on to category number 4, we've got the Varsity Cup. So our game we're going to play in Varsity Cup is called Home Ground Advantage. Now, if I had to mention the words Twickenham, Eden Park, or Loftus, and you would immediately know it refers to some of the foremost rugby teams in the world. Some of them are great teams, others are at the level of the Waratahs. You are going to be provided with an image of the ground, and you need to tell us who the home Varsity Cup side is. Everybody ready? Let's get going. Question number 1.
I can't get my answers up here. There we go. I have no idea here.
Oh, sorry. What are we on here?
Question number 2.
Okay. I think you just click on the
Green part.
right arrow. Xavier.
Fabian, yeah, you can click on the right arrow, you'll get it.
Wow, that is a fantastic view of the stadium. And this is a Varsity Cup. Hey, no Varsity Shields in here.
This is current Varsity Cup.
Sheepish. Couldn't even tell you. I haven't been watching. I've just been seeing the cricket scores come through.
Question number 4. Question number 5.
I'm literally spacing on the name of the
Right, guys. Okay, 15 seconds to submit those answers.
Oh, it's okay. It's fucked out. It's taken. Okay, let me just try to remember. Richard, it's fucked up completely. I'm on question 2. I'm just going back on my answers.
Okay.
Trying to remember.
I can give you all the wrong answers if you want.
Okay, done. Hopefully
Great.
that's.
Okay, let's quickly get going. Right, so everybody's answers locked in. So we've got Gavin, Greg, and Xavier all with Marty's. The correct answer there, of course, none other than Donny Craven, Marty's. Question number 2. So we've got Xavier with Picker. We've got the Brighton Miracle and Gavin with question number with the Tux. Correct answer there, Tux.
Yes. I think my next answer is Tux as well.
And your next answer is Tux. So we've got Xavier with Walter Sisulu University, Gavin with Tux, and Greg with NMMU or the Madibas. The correct answer there, Madibas. Right. So we've got question number 4. Xavier and Greg both with UWC and Gavin with Ikes. The correct answer there, the UWC. And moving on to our last question, got Greg with UJ, Gavin with CUT, Xavier with Picker. Greg spot on again with UJ.
I was spacing on literally the name, but I saw the orange in the crowd, and I was like, "Oh, it must be."
Going on shooting on the hip there.
There.
But if we recap our scores, we've got the Brighton Miracle on 12, Gavin on 6, and Xavier on 5. Heading into category number 5, the Springboks. So our section here is the prop quiz. Not to worry, not a lot of questions based on front rowers today. It's a play on words. We're just doing general knowledge questions related to our theme. And everybody ready? Let's get going. Question number 1. Victor Matfield is the most capped Springbok in Test match history. How many caps did he win?
Is this like that other one closest to the number?
No, this is the correct number.
Start with that number.
Question number 2. In which year did Mpumalanga host its first ever Test match?
Yes.
Question number 3. Out of the 99 Test matches played against the All Blacks to date, how many tests have the Springboks won?
Oh, that's... That one's gonna bug me.
Question number 4. What colour jersey did South Africa wear in their first ever test match against the British Isles in 1891?
I'm thinking about this one like I was there. Definitely wasn't there.
Question number 5. In which city did the Springboks play its first ever test match in South America?
Does spelling count? I'm hazarding a guess. Does spelling count?
If we can pronounce it, then it's fine.
If you can. Oh, jeepers. What if I type like that?
Okay, 15 seconds.
Oh, flip.
Okay, everybody locked in. So, Victor Matfield is the most capped Springbok in test match history. How many caps did he win? We've got Xavier and Gavin on 127 with Greg on 128. Correct answer there being 127 caps. So let's go to question number 2. In which year did Mpumalanga host its first ever test match? We got Xavier and Greg both with 2013, Gavin giving us 2018. You would be correct in saying the first test match in Nelspruit be taking place in 2013. But the first test in Mpumalanga, 2010, when the Boks played Italy in Witbank during the 2010 World Cup. So, out of 99 test matches to date, how many of those tests that the Springboks won against the All Blacks? We got Greg and Xavier on 36 and Gavin on 38. Greg and Xavier scoring there with 36. And what color jersey did South Africa wear in their first ever test match against the British Isles in 1891? Xavier giving us yellow, Greg giving us navy, and Gavin giving us white. The correct answer there being the navy blue jersey from the old Diocesan's Rugby Club in Cape Town.
Yeah,
so,
nice, Greg. Should know
I was
that
going to
one.
go with white, but then I remembered the whole Bishop's connection.
Yeah, should have known that one.
The Bishop Old Boys connection there getting that one.
Yeah.
Right. So, in which city did the Springboks play its first test match in South America? Everybody giving us all answers from Argentina. Not remembering that when we played against the South American Jaguars, we were barred from playing in Argentina. So our first test match in South America, Montevideo in Uruguay.
And did we? Oh, we played the Jaguars. Okay.
We played the Jaguars, which was basically the Argentine team with one player from Chile and one from Uruguay on the bench to make it a representative team. So no, that's a true story actually. So when they and the one year they actually got a guy from Spain in on the bench just to make it representative. But 20 out of the 22 were basically Argentinian players. For that, but they played their test matches in Montevideo and Santiago because they weren't allowed to enter Argentina back in those years. So when we actually had 4 guys who got that spot on during the preliminaries. That actually
William was what? Surely.
No, No, unfortunately, he was not. It's one you can rub in his face. Right. We are moving on to our next category. We are playing European rugby. So the game we are going to play here is called Fact or Bullshit. So it's a basic true or false. So in the traditional nature of true or false, I'm going to give you a statement. And now you need to tell me, is that statement actually a fact or it's just completely made up bullshit by myself? Everybody ready? Let's get going. Right, so question number 1, fact or bullshit? Cardiff Arms Park was given its name by the 4th Cardiff Arms Regiment, who donated the grounds to the Welsh Rugby Union.
I mean, well done if you make this up. Well done.
It's one of those ones where it sounds so good and then yeah.
Even by putting the 4th in the name there. He's reeling me in. He's reeled me in. Mind games.
Okay, question number 2. Flower of Scotland was first used as a pre-game anthem by the Scottish rugby team for the Grand Slam decider against England in 1990.
Problem is these all sound like fact.
Yeah. But then he's going to sneak one underneath our nose.
Question number 3. So despite the successes of Leinster and Munster, it was in fact Ulster who became the first Irish side to win the Heineken Cup. So question number 4. Scotland once scored 12 tries in a victory over Wales, yet official records have them as winning the match 4-0. Is that fact or is that completely made up?
I want to know where the game was played.
We've lost the presentation.
Okay, sorry about that, gents. Yeah. Back up.
There we go.
Question number 5. Brian O'Driscoll holds the record for the most Heineken Cup or Champions Cup tries with 33 tries overall.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody ready to submit their answers? Giving 15 seconds to lock in. We've got our answers following. Everybody ready? Let's get into it. So, Cardiff Arms Park was given its name by the 4th Cardiff, who donated the grounds to the Welsh Rugby Union. Greg saying it's a true story. Xavier and Gavin calling complete bullshit on that. It's a made-up story. The grounds was actually...
It was brilliant. I should just redo it.
The grounds were actually named after the Cardiff Arms Hotel that was situated in the precinct.
I like your story.
I don't even know if there's anything such as a 4th Cardiff Arms Regiment. I'm sorry, it's just a hotel.
There is now.
The Anglo-Boer War, I've got the whole story.
Right, so we got Flower of Scotland being first used as a pre-game anthem by the Scottish rugby team for their 1990 Grand Slam decider. We've got Gavin saying it's a fact, but Greg and Xavier calling bull on that. It's actually a fact that before that they used to sing God Save the Queen. And then for the Grand Slam decider against the English, decided to change it up and sing the Flower of Scotland, and actually ended up winning. That was their last Grand Slam that they won, was the one where they sang the Flower of Scotland for the first time.
I just went fact because the previous one I called bullshit.
Right. So, despite the successes of Leinster and Munster, it was in fact Ulster who became the first Irish side to win the Heineken Cup. Greg saying that's a true story. Gavin saying it's a true story, but Xavier calling bullshit on that. 1999, they became the first Irish team to win the Heineken Cup, with Munster only being able to complete that feat 6 years later. So we've got Scotland once scoring 12 tries in a victory over Wales, yet official records have them as winning the match 4-0. We've got Gavin and Greg saying that is a fact, with Xavier calling bullshit. That is in fact a fact.
How the hell?
So you're asking how? So the word try actually originates from taking the ball over the line and giving you an opportunity to try and kick for goal. So if you scored, it didn't mean that you got a point. So you had to kick the ball over the poles in order to get a point, and you could try to kick a goal if you got it. So they scored 12 tries, but they missed 8 kicks at goals and 4 went over. So they won the match 4-0 because of that.
I went true because I knew that this was just a great, you had the floor to tell us the story. And I was like, that can be true because I want to hear the story.
Well, it is a great story. I mean, come on. So Brian O'Driscoll holding the record for the most Heineken Cup or Champions Cup tries. Greg calling bullshit on that. Xavier and Gavin saying that's true. That record actually belongs to Chris Ashton, with O'Driscoll only being 3rd on the table. He has scored 33, but that's only putting him on 3rd behind Chris Ashton and Vincent Clark of France.
Right, how many does Ashton have?
Ashton has 42, and Clark's got 36, 35 or 36. I just need to double check that. And O'Driscoll on 33. Right. So heading into our next category, we've got Greg the Brighton Miracle on 17, Gavin on 11, and Xavier on 8. Our next category covering Tier 2 Rugby, where we're going to play Identity Crisis. Now, what if I say Identity Crisis? If I say think Silver Fern, Gaelic Rooster, or Springbok, any rugby fan will know immediately to which team we are referring to, as a team's rugby badge is part of their identity. How well can you identify the badges of these following Tier 2 nations? Everybody ready? And let's get going. Question number 1.
Do you just go with your gut there? Like the first one that popped into my head, it's just going to have to be that one.
Yeah, don't dwell on it.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Okay, question number 2.
Feel like it's been in the World Cup before.
So is Japan a tier 1 nation nowadays, or?
Good question.
They are still a tier 2 nation because they haven't been given that status officially yet.
But
so
officially
tier
they're
1
not
would be officially they're still tier 2.
Okay.
Oh, Italy's still
So
tier
the
1?
only- Italy are still tier 1. Hard to believe, but yes, they are. And don't worry, I did a whole essay on one of the WhatsApp groups a while back as to why Italy does not deserve to be a tier 1 nation. Question number 3.
How is that?
Oh, that's a punt. That's a big punt.
I can tell you somebody has got that right so far
No,
in the
stop
prelims.
it.
I'm getting that right. Put that out in the universe. I'm getting this right.
Question number 4.
Wow. Sure.
Still stuck on question 3. I can't even think of one. I know where my mind's going, but I can't think of one. Sure.
Right, and question number 5.
I'm trying to remember which countries belong to the area I'm thinking of.
Well, it's a good process of elimination.
That,
Right, and 15 seconds. Xavier shaking his head. He feels like he feels defeated at the moment. Let's see where that goes. Everybody locked in. Question number 1. So we've got Greg with Namibia and Gavin with Namibia. Xavier giving us the USA. Correct answer there being Namibia.
I like seeing I get the same answer as Greg because I feel like I get more of those right than wrong. Sorry, Xavier.
Right, so we've got Greg with Romania and Gavin with Romania. The correct answer there And Xavier with Uruguay. Correct answer there.
Wow.
Greg and Gavin with Romania. It's not over yet, Xavier. Question number 3. We've got Greg with Sri Lanka, Xavier with Wales, and Gavin with Vietnam.
I went.
Quite a few guesses there, but the correct answer, I'll leave you guys to that.
Who got this right? I want his name.
No.
I'll need to go check, but I know there's somebody got it right. So far, one person got that one right.
Wow. Okay, well done.
Because if you look at the snake, his body is forming an M for Mexico.
Oh, wow. I didn't even see that.
No, doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it right.
Right. So, question number 4. We've got Greg with Chile, Xavier with Colombia, and Gavin with Georgia. Officially, I could say that nobody in the preliminaries was able to get this one right. The correct answer there, Niue Island.
Thank goodness.
Ew.
But you can, if you ask William about that, I am sure he will tell you all about Niue Island's rugby team. Okay, question number 5. Got Greg with Russia, Xavier with Albania, and Gav with Chile. Not sure what process you used there, Gavin, because that is Chile.
Well done.
Great. Right, gents. So leading into our last category for the evening, we've got the Brighton Miracle, Greg on 19, Gavin on 14, Xavier needing to play some catch up with 8. But moving into our last category, we are playing Family Feud because it is all relative. So rugby has a history of having strong involvement of families in the game. How well are you able to connect the dots between the family members? Everybody ready?
This must be so much easier in New Zealand.
Get going. Okay, question number 1. I give you the following table. What's the first name of the father in this relation?
I mean, I typed it in and okay, no, I'm not going to say it.
Yes, it's one of 2.
Right, so we've got John and Tommaso. One is hooker, the other is fly-off. What's their relation with each other?
Oh, jeepers.
And one played for Scotland and the Springboks, the other playing for Italy.
Sorry, I hope you don't mind me having a quick snack after work.
Question number 3. We've got a brother-sister combo there. Both centers, one all black, the other a black fern sevens. What's the first name of the brother in this brother-sister combo?
How would you pronounce that first name for the sister?
Niall.
Okay, I just want to see how Kiwi it is. Yes.
Question number 4. So we've got a Fijian Sevens player and an All Black Sevens player, father and son. Both have the same name. What's their name?
Trying to think of 2 questions at the same time now.
Wow.
I can't even.
Question number 5. Our last question for the evening. So we've got Tana Umaga and Michael Umaga brothers. They've got a cousin who was an All Black flanker. Who is the cousin?
I've literally blanked on. I'm still on question 4. Blanks on it.
I feel like I know who it is, but I can't remember the name of question 4.
Question 4. Yeah, that one's good.
Okay. So 15 seconds to lock in the answers. Sorry?
The cousin was also an All Black. Sorry, I'm still on question 4.
Yeah, cousin was also an All Black. He was an All Black flanker.
Sorry, spelling's horrendous. I'm in. Okay, wash my hands of this.
Everybody locked in?
Yes, I didn't even have an answer for number 4.
Okay, let's
probably gonna annoy the hell out of me.
Let's have a look.
I can picture the guy.
So we've got the father-son relationship. So we've got Xavier with Yaku, Gavin giving us Yaku, Greg giving us Quibus as well as another first name. Correct answer there being Yaku Reinach, the dad of Quibus Reinach.
I thought it could be like a Quibus senior, a Quibus junior type situation. So otherwise I would have had to just go into my Afrikaans name dictionary and pull one out.
Okay. Right, so we've got Xavier giving us the uncle as a relationship there, or slash, we'll take cousin, uncle there. Greg, nephew, same as the uncle, and Gav with the brother. Correct answer there, of course, being the uncle-nephew relationship between John and Tommaso Allen. So we've got Xavier and Greg scoring there. And our next combination. So we've got a All Black center. We've got the names given here is Kieran, Jack, and Sonny Bull. The correct answer there, Xavier scoring as it is Sonny Bull and Niall Williams. Both centers, the one an All Black center and his sister playing for the All Black ladies or Black Fern Sevens. Right, moving on to question number 4. We've got Xavier giving us Isaiah Saliasi, Kurt Baker for Greg Armstrong, and Gavin struggling with said he's not he's refusing to answer that one.
Couldn't even come with
the correct answer there being Tumasi Kama.
Yeah.
Whose dad was You had it. Right. Let's get to our
that one. Baker. I was like,
last question of the evening. So we've got a cousin relation here between, we've got Tana and Michael Umaga as the brothers. So Xavier giving us Jerry Collins, Gav giving us Jerry Collins, Greg giving us Rodney Soyalo. Somebody's on point here, as it is Jerry Collins. Right. So just to recap as we end of the evening, our top scorer this evening, the Brighton Miracle, Greg Armstrong, ending on 20. Gavin ending as our medical joker number 2 with 16. Xavier making a great comeback there at the end, just a little bit too short on 12. You will then be placed as medical joker number 3. So we will see you in July then. Great. Thanks for the evening, gents. And thank you for playing. We will see you in pool play coming up.
Awesome.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Rich.
God, Rich. Thanks, guys. Well done, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.